So, customers, they suck, don't they? I have to say, I have worked in customer service now for about 5 years, and I think I can speak for everyone who's ever worked in customer service by saying that customers are the bane of our existence, aren't they? It's sad to say that, because generally, I like to say people are more intelligent than we give them credit for, and that everyone has a bad day. But let's be honest here. If you want to see the scum of humanity, all you have to do is work in food service. I mean, it's not just food service. Obviously, retail has had their little strange nuances too. I mean, I did work at Dollarama for a while, but the fact is that was a while ago now. I don't remember it so well. I probably blocked out most of it from my memory. But there's some people. I mean, usually people are pretty nice if they're not exactly intelligent in their questions. It's not their fault. I'm not going to blame people. There are some people out there who are special to some extent, more so than the average folk. I mean, for example, when I was working at Burger King, there was this one fella one time who ordered a coffee, a small coffee, which is only about like big, just like whatever. He orders that. It's 5 milks to go along with it, 5 little milk containers that goes in coffee. Goes sits down for half an hour. Then opens his coffee. After half an hour, adds the 5 milks, takes a sip, comes up and complains and tries to get free food out of us because his coffee was cold. I shit you not. But an opposite problem, there was another well, let's be honest, older lady. An older lady comes in and she wants her coffee hot. She says hot, and I say, okay, lots of people want fresh coffee. I understand that our coffee brewer sometimes gets left out for a while, so I say fresh coffee, whatever, it's going to be 2 minutes. You're okay with that? Fine. And she says, no, not fresh. I want it hot. And I'm like, okay. Comes out, it's hot, burns my fingers when I touch it. She says, no, I've had your fresh coffee before. It's not hot enough. And I'm like, okay. I don't think we can make it hotter than straight out of the coffee maker. And she says, well, why can't you just put it in the microwave? Now, we aren't supposed to put hot things, like, you don't put coffee in the microwave. First of all, the microwave is only supposed to be used for the products that go in the microwave, and she's going to hold up the line by, putting in there for no reason. Also, it would make it dangerously hot, and we are not allowed to serve it to her that way, but I asked my manager says just put it in the microwave, so I said, okay. I put it in the microwave, and I go to take it out, and it has spilled over the sides of the cup. I burn my fingers, bringing it to her, and she touches it, and she says, oh, not that hot, but it's okay, I'll wait for it to cool down. I'm like, well, great. She's the one who said, put it in for 30 seconds. I'm like, 30 seconds, are you crazy? It's going to boil over. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But still. What I'm saying is people are crazy. People are crazy folk. There's another lady. Now, I'm working KFC now. There's another lady. Comes in. She's been here twice now. She likes me because apparently I give her her order as she wants it. That's great. Other people have complained about her. But, she comes in, and it's Toonie Tuesday, or Tuesday Special. It's not Toonie anymore. It's like $3.14 with the tax, but whatever. The point is, she comes in, and there's a huge line. And I'm trying to get through orders, okay? Well, we're having an okay day. And she comes in. I didn't recognize her at first until she gave her order, where first of all, she wants to replace her drink with a gravy. You don't usually do that. But I said, whatever, I will give you your gravy. And then she says, no, I want a 3-piece dinner. I want a chicken breast, but I want the biggest breast you have. They're all the same size. It doesn't matter. No, I want the biggest one you have. Okay. And then I want all white meat. That does cost extra. I know, but I want it fresh. Fresh, when's it coming? That's going to be 20 minutes. No, I'll wait. She'll wait. Okay, whatever. 20-minute wait for your chicken. There's this huge lineup. Whatever. So I go through it, and then she spends like 10 minutes trying to absolutely guarantee, like, I want fresh chicken, and fresh fries, and fresh gravy, and fresh coleslaw. I don't want best before this day coleslaw. I want fresh coleslaw. I'm like, the coleslaw comes prepackaged. We cannot absolutely like, it can't be fresh. And she's like, no, I want fresh. I don't want it to be best before today's date. And I'm like, that's, we usually sell that. Okay, it'll be best before this date. It doesn't matter because, you know, it's not like dated on the package. So whatever that they receive. So I say, okay, and I get it to her and she's happy. But the thing is that when you have 20 people in a lineup and more people in the drive-thru and everything else, people get a little testy when you're trying to go around asking for fresh everything. I mean, things are generally pretty fresh on a busy day anyway, but you're like being very specific. I'm sorry. It's just inconsiderate to go into a fast food restaurant and then expect them to make everything perfect just for you when we have a lot of other people to service. It's just inconsiderate. Speaking of inconsiderate, those little assholes, this is my biggest pet peeve about customers. When we are having like, I understand that it is my job as a cashier to occasionally go out and clean the lobby. And sometimes it is going to involve taking a tray and dumping the tray. And on a normal day, I don't care about doing that. Like, I consider it common courtesy in a fast food establishment that when you are done eating, you take your tray, you dump your food, your garbage, and then you leave. That's common courtesy to me. But if it's a slow day and you happen to leave it at your table, whatever, I can dump it, I'm done. But on a busy day, and there are some really busy days, I don't get a chance to go out and clean the lobby. It can't happen. There's customers constantly coming up to me, so I can't do it. And it's very frustrating when I look up out into like, people will come to me and they will complain that our lobby is dirty. I can't go clean it, and you have left all of your trays on all of the tables. This was worse at Burger King, I will admit that. At KFC, they're usually pretty good about it. I've only had to dump like maybe 1 or 2 a day. But Burger King on Whopper Wednesday, I got a bunch of those kids from that high school down the street, and oh my god. First of all, they would go next door, like half of them, and get like pizza from the next door place with like their paper plates, and they come in here. And I don't care if they're going to eat pizza in Burger King, but throw out your gross, disgusting, like half-eaten crusts or something in the garbage. They don't. Leave all the garbage everywhere. If I even get a chance to get away from it, I can only clean like half of the lobby before I have to run back. And it's just not... You can dump your garbage in the garbage. That's what the garbage is for. I'm sorry, like, it's courtesy. It is courtesy. I know it's my job to do it, but I have other parts of this job, and if it's busy, like, it's just nice. Like, if I go to another place, I put my dishes and my garbage in the garbage. Like, if there's not a sink available and you dump your full thing of liquid in the trash can, that's annoying for me because I have to mop that shit up when I like move the garbage outside, but at least I can kind of understand why you would do that. At least you didn't leave everything all over your table. Although in that particular case, if you had liquid left in your cup, I might appreciate it if you just kind of left it on top of the garbage can, but you know what, it doesn't even matter. If you threw that in the garbage can, at least I can kind of understand where you're coming from on that one. But it takes 3 seconds. Just put your garbage in the garbage. It's all I'm asking. Oh, and then of course there's those other people who will come in with a massive order. I mean a massive order. You can call ahead. Both Burger King and KFC where I've worked, you could have called ahead and just said, I want to place an order for 20 tacos. It's KFC Taco Bell, whatever. I want to place an order for 20 tacos. I want 60 Tuesday specials. I want 100 Whoppers. You can do that. You can call them, and they will make it for you and have it at a precise time. But if you are going to come into the store and then ask for even just 20 tacos, it's still 20 tacos, okay? That takes some time. You have other orders in the meantime that we have to do before you. And then after that, it'll take like at least, like even if this is like the best taco maker in all of Taco Bell, it's going to take at least like 30 seconds to make one taco, okay? So if you're ordering 20, you can expect at least a 10-minute wait. So if you have ordered and you are waiting like 15 minutes and you're tapping your foot and saying, excuse me, it's been like 15 minutes and I think I deserve my order. Can I get free things? No, you cannot have free things. Sir, you cannot have free things when you order 20 tacos from Taco Bell, okay? You ordered 20 of them, and it is going to take a certain amount of time to get that. It just is. I'm sorry about that. It's like there is a physical process. We do not just have a magical taco-making synthesizer. This is not Star Trek. This is not a beautiful utopian future where we have that sort of technology. And if we did, it would be in your house, and you wouldn't have to come here to get it. So I cannot do this for you. I'm so sorry, but no. You cannot have a free thing. Except, of course, if a manager here, she'll come over and say, yes, of course I will give you a free thing. And that is the thing. It is minimum wage, so I don't care if my manager decides to give me little injustices, but I do care enough about having this only source of income that I have that I do not want to lose my job for the customer, which is why I will not break rules for you as a customer, which is why if you come walking through the drive-thru, I'm not going to serve you. And now, I've seen comedians and other people complain about this. Like, why can't I just walk through the drive-thru? I can just open the window. Like, we can order right here. It's like just the same thing. It's at a window. I do this at the beach with like ice cream. It's the same thing. Okay, let me explain something to you. If the dining hall is closed and it's called a drive-thru, it is for driving. Okay? If you want to go through the drive-thru, I suggest you get a car. And if you don't have a car, I suggest you come earlier. It closes at 10. If you need fried chicken and tacos after 10 p.m., get a car. Get a friend with a car. I don't care. Get a motorcycle. I think we can do it with a motorcycle. I'm pretty sure that still counts as drive-thru, but whatever. Look, the point is, you need to get this stuff. Why? Because, and I will explain this to you, because it's actually a good reason, and I feel like some people don't understand this right away, but I feel like after I tell them this, they should understand and walk away. But I say, well, you know what else comes through a drive-thru besides people who want to pretend they are in a car and order even though they have none? Is actual cars. They will come through the drive-thru, and I have seen some people coming around that corner for the drive-thru, and they whip around that thing. And if there is a person standing there who they do not see, and this is dark, obviously, because it is after 10 p.m., we are in Canada, this is winter, so it is going to be dark. They are not going to see you. You are going to get hit. And the thing is, if I have consented, if you're just wandering around there on your own, this is your own fault, but if I consent to take your order at that window, I am now liable for your life having now been in danger via that vehicle. Even if you do not sue me, I will lose my job. Like, it is minimum wage, but it's all I've got. Okay, so I'm going to keep this job over giving you fried chicken after 10 p.m. Like, I'm sorry, this is not how it's going to work, okay? It's just, I do not do that for you. And after I explained this, and I obviously explained it a lot nicer than that, you know, I put on my face, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm really not allowed to do that, okay? I'm so sorry. My manager has a fire-breathing dragon in the back. He's going to come out. He's going to breathe fire all over my body. I'm going to char. It's going to be terrible. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. I can't. And then they run away. No, they don't. Actually, no, they complain. They complain to my poor crying face about the dragon boss, and then they go, no, I'm sorry. I want to order this one. Like, okay, no. I'm sorry, there is a McDonald's, I swear, it's 24/7, just, like, right next door. But I don't like McDonald's. Well, then get hungry before 10 p.m. I'm sorry, that is my last offer. You can't do this, people. You can't do it. You can't. You know why? Because it's policy. My policy is to go along with the policy. That is what it is, because I want to keep the job. No, some people are stupid. Some people are dumb. And for some reason, they really like fast food. So this is why I know when I have my college education, or university education, whatever, when I have it, I want to get out of this place. I want to find a place where you deal less with jerks. And I know there's probably no places like that. I'm going to deal with jerks the rest of my life, aren't I? I really am. Everyone does. Everyone does. But, you know, the important thing, and what I think we can take away from this, is that it doesn't matter what you're doing in terms of minimum wage jobs. It doesn't matter. All of them are the same. They're all going to have terrible customers. But as long as you are working with wonderful, wonderful people who will stand beside you, and the moment that customer walks away, will turn to you and say, holy cow, what a bitch. If you're with those people, you will survive your fast food experience. You will survive your retail experience. You will survive every experience that life throws your way as a poor minimum wage employee. Because the only kind of grief that can be bared with a smile is that which is shared and sympathized with. And I hope you can sympathize with me, and you can know that I sympathize with you when we all say, customers, holy fuck customers.